Gypsy claps back. Gypsy wants us to believe she's showing us a video of her with her 2-month-old baby daughter Aurora. Here's a picture of Gypsy at 3 months old. She looks smaller than Aurora, who is a month younger than Gypsy's image. Aurora should be a lot smaller. This baby or reborn doll or AI image is looking to be from 4 to 6 months old. Gypsy also is trying to tell us that good moms having matching outfits with their baby girls. Really? Well, isn't that something?
No, I just wanted to come in the box. Sorry, you're gonna hear Aurora kind of huffing and puffing right here. I wanted to come in the box because I want to address Cowboy Bear. Yes, I read your message. I just want to say that I get people that claim to know me all the time, and people that have said they were in prison with me, said a bunch of things about me. Some were my roommates in the past and some weren't. And unfortunately, I'm in a situation where I really just can't clap back at everybody. It's not classy. I have had a lot of problems with social media in the past with people putting out stories and telling stories about how they used to know me. And unfortunately, that's going to continue to happen. And all I can do is know who I am and know what I stand for. And I feel the same way about Ken. We are in a position where there will be people that claim to know us, and some of them we know, some of them we don't. I can say without a shadow of a doubt that the only reason that you are making these claims is the same reason that catfishers do what they do. It is a mental illness, and I think that you should seek professional help. It's not a dig at you. That is just my personal opinion. I have known Ken for 7 years.
But you didn't know him when he was in prison, correct?
I did. That's actually
but you talked, but you didn't know what he was doing behind the scenes.
I did, because we talked for 5 hours at a time. Oh, bless you, honey. 5 hours at a time. And the other times he was working. And I am trying to be respectful to you. I'm not going to be unclassy, but I will say I don't believe your claims. There's nothing that you can tell me that will make me believe your claims. Ken went on Morbid's Live, asked you to provide proof. You did not. And
that's a lie, Gypsy. Here are the receipts. Ken Urker lied to Morbid when he debunked the Cowboy Grinder dates. Ken sent snapshots to Morbid and an email claiming he was at his grandmother's funeral on the dates Cowboy said they met up in September 2022. Ken said he was in Macon, Georgia at his grandmother's funeral/memorial service September 11, 2022. His grandmother died July 22, 2020, and her memorial service was held in Macon, Georgia on July 24, 2020. I'm not saying Cowboy is telling the truth about he and Ken, but I wonder why Ken would feel the need to lie about those dates. Ken's sister, who has multiple felonies, posted on Insta under username @Savriker about their grandmother's death on the day it happened, July 22, 2020. See link and pic from another site for reference.
Not. And why can't that be good enough for people to just be like, okay, you're not. Okay. And just accept it. So that is, until I say too much and go off on a rant, I'm going to keep my class. I will say there's nothing you can say about Ken that will make me not love him or whatever. He will always be the love of my life, and I will always side with him. With that being said, take me out of the chat.
Let's define classy. Classy is a word used to describe people, places, or things that have a lot of class. But a classy person isn't just someone who wears expensive clothes. Classy can also refer to someone who puts a high standard on the way he behaves. A classy gentleman opens doors for ladies. With this in mind, would you consider the following Instagram post of yours as being classy?
I don't give a flying fuck what you think about me. Love me, hate me, talk shit about me. I don't give a single fuck either way. If you can't handle who the fuck I am, then do yourself a favor and walk the fuck out of my life. And don't bother looking back, because I sure as fuck won't be waiting. I'm done wasting my fucking time on people who don't appreciate me. Got a problem with me? Write that shit down, fold it up real nice, and shove it right up your miserable fucking ass. Because I don't give a fuck. I'm not changing, I'm not sugarcoating shit, and I sure as hell ain't letting judgmental, toxic motherfuckers drag me the fuck down. Take your fake-ass opinions, your two-faced gossip, and your pathetic fucking energy and get the fuck out of my way. I don't have time for whiny, weak-ass drama. You don't like me? Fantastic. Go cry to someone who gives a shit, because I'm not the one. I've spent enough fucking time catering to spineless assholes who think their opinions matter. I'm fucking living my life exactly how I want to, and if that pisses you off, well, that sounds like a personal fucking problem. I don't need your approval, your validation, or your dumbass opinions, so fuck your bullshit, fuck your negativity, and most of all, fuck anyone who can't handle the real me.
Here's some more class from Gypsy. From police records. Demona to Sir Black One. Gypsy introduces herself as Demona, and she told Nicholas she was making this video because he commanded her to do so. She talked about how she was a slut and she could hurt someone, but she could not physically harm her mother or Nicholas. She said if Sir Black One wanted to beat her for not wanting to hurt them, then he could beat her physically. She said she was very good at stealing and this was her specialty. She went on to explain how and why she was good at stealing. She talked about how she could make money and she promised Nicholas she would do this for him, even if I meant her sleeping with a stranger for money. She said she could rape Nicholas by tying him up and they would be great partners in crime. Demona's anniversary video. Gypsy introduces herself as Demona. She talked about being in love with him and how she wanted them to live together away from other people. She talked about having children with Nicholas. She said they would have to teach and educate their children what not to say in public to keep him being a vampire a secret. If they had a girl, then their daughter had to lose her virginity to Nicholas because he would be the master of the household. She said when she turned 13 she would explain this to their daughter and why she had to give her virginity to Nicholas. She talked about how she was Nicholas's slave and he could have her anytime he wanted. Gypsy writes about Demona and says this. Let me speak on that. Keep in mind that I was forced to say that at the demand of a deranged man. I was used and abused by that psychopath and he was the predator. End of story. He is where he belongs. And P.S. Gypsy continues. That psychopath is right where he belongs and he's gonna stay there for the rest of his goddamn life, and anyone who defends that POS is just flat out ignorant. We know that Gypsy was the ringleader of this circus that brought about her mother's end of life. Also, everything she is saying about Nick to this day are lies. Here's why.
Whose idea was it to kill your mother?
Mine.
Why did you want to kill your mother?
Because I wanted to be free of her hold on me.
One last clap back from Gypsy. I blocked the name C.A. Casey Anthony from my page because, unlike her, I did my time. Don't compare us because circumstances matter. I actually love my daughter. Us good moms don't support or follow her. You didn't do your time, Gypsy. At the beginning of your sentencing they told you would get either life in prison or the death penalty. By some strange twist of fate, the authorities in Missouri felt sorry for you and wanted to give you the plea deal. Most of us feel that is not right and you should be back to serving the rest of your life in prison. Nick should be on parole. Not you.
Going nowhere, just embrace me, bitch. Always lurking on my page, you don't hate me.
By the way, because of a certain content creator, I have been demonetized for a few months and I have to do a second appeal to get remonetized at the end of April. In the meantime, if you would like to support this channel, you can become a member or go to my Linktree and buy me a coffee. Thank you for all your support.